Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna do a beer review. This is a late night beer review. I just got in from work. Man, it was crazy hot today. It was so damn hot in that kitchen. And went out and got a 6-pack of Moosehead. Moosehead, I tell you, this is one of the first beers I ever drank in my whole life was a Moosehead. So let's read what it has to say here. Moosehead Lager, Moosehead beer, lager, since 1867, proudly independent, St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. Does it say anything else? Brewed and bottled by Moosehead Breweries Ltd., Canada's oldest independent brewery. See the moose? I think one of their commercials was "The Moose is Loose." I don't know what that was all about. It's not a screw top, which is kind of a drag, but we'll get it open. Moosehead is one of those beers you have to keep it cold. It has to be stored cold. It can't handle heat. If you put it in a hot room with like 100 other cases, it gets skunky, like Heineken gets skunky. So this is a lager. This is, I compare this to Molson Golden or Molson Canadian. There's two different camps of people. Some people like Molson Canadian or Molson Golden, and then there's others that like Moosehead. I used to go to a bar in the middle of nowhere, and they used to have Mooseheads for 75 cents. Man, that was a party. Quality beer, quality ingredients, and as always I say that the water makes a huge difference, and Canadian water is just fantastic for brewing beer. That's what the Canadians have. Beer and hockey, baby. And extremely beautiful women. But that's neither here nor there. Anywho, let's give it a taste. This one was actually stored properly. It's not skunky, and on a holiday weekend in a short town, the majority of all the beer sold is going to be Coronas, Budweiser, Coors Light, Keystone, and PBR. So whenever you grab those beers on a holiday weekend, they're always warm because the cases keep emptying out and they keep filling the cases back up. But Moosehead, not too many people around here drink it, so I knew going in. I went there originally to get a 6-pack of Bass Ale. Bass Ale is probably hands down one of my favorite beers. I went in there to get a 6-pack of Bass Ale, and all they had was the 12-pack. And it's a, you pay a premium in this store. It's because they're open late. They're open till like 3 o'clock in the morning, and you can get beer till like 3 a.m. So you're paying a premium, and I wasn't going to pay 25 bucks for a 12-pack of beer. So I paid $7.60 something for the 6-pack of Moosehead. And my reasoning behind it was I knew no one was going to buy it, so it would have been kept cold all day long. It's just not one of those beers that moves around here. I think it does in the wintertime, but this is a fantastic brew. As long as it's stored properly. And I think this one, about 38 degrees, 37, 38 degrees is the optimum temperature to drink this beer. It's one of those beers, it's like Miller High Life. When it's just about ready to freeze, it tastes its best. So I just want to do this short review on Moosehead Lager, and this is another thumbs up. Fantastic beer. I remember the first time I started drinking Moosehead was, I want to say I was 16 or 15. One of my friends he had a fake ID, and he used to get served, and we used to drive around in his 1970 Dodge Charger and drink Moosehead beer and smoke lots of grass. That was before the cops really used to crack down on you like they do now. Literally, well, I won't get into that story. That's a bad story, and I don't want to promote that kind of activity, but that, you know, it is what it is. That's what it was when I was younger. Friday night was, it was like magic, man. Friday night, Saturday night, we're out all night, drinking beer, partying in the woods, bonfires, girls, just all the cool stuff that just seems like it's not around anymore. But I think those were the days when I was actually cool. Now I'm about as cool as a dirty gym sock. I'm just not cool at all anymore. But I do remember the times that I was cool. Actually two of your senses that bring you back to your childhood is sense of smell and sense of taste. And whenever I have a Moosehead, it always brings like a little snicker to my face, because I remember all the good times I had drinking Moosehead. We used to get a case of Moosehead, and we'd go skiing, and we'd put we'd open up the case and we'd put the bottles in the snow, and we'd start a bonfire and hang out and drink icy cold, we used to call them musicals, just about frozen, with blackberry brandy. My God, at that young age we were raging alcoholics. But that's like I said, neither here nor there. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I'll catch up with yous all probably Tuesday, because I gotta work Monday. Bless you, little baby. That's my cat, she's sneezing. It's so humid down here, it's like a giant sponge. I checked the temperature in the kitchen today, it was 112. That's fucking hot. Alright guys, later.